I do have it.
Oh, you do?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Good.
We meet again.
Well, let me give you my, contact info.
That's great. 'Cause I don't have
Corey, how are you doing?
Good.
How are you?
Pretty good.
How's
that going?
The pollinating is really,
I've got
so.
you.
No, you're good.
Excuse us.
Yeah.
I'm not on that committee.
Yeah, that's myself right there. And
Pretty
that's
good.
all.
See you.
Now, as far as tomorrow's.
Thank you.
What?
Feel like we just need us Tuesday night, right?
We did.
Either tomorrow.
Didn't you have the planning board meeting on Tuesday?
Yeah, right, totally.
Three after about 11.
That's fine.
But yeah, just,
That's fine. We'll do that. I got, got 9 o'clock. I should be up.
yeah, okay, great. Well, look
Nice to
forward
meet
to it. Well, welcome aboard, man.
Absolutely.
It's a hot spot. Hi.
Yeah, this side of the county.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That was a good, and it was quick.
You know, it's, I mean,
How is your mom?
it's kind of I worked in Clayton for some time, for quite a few years back, before the explosion. The explosion was already beginning, and so.
I'm glad she's all right though.
It's totally different now.
My mom.
Okay,
So
yeah,
I know a little bit.
absolutely,
I mean,
absolutely.
She's still not back to 100% yet, but
more than 1,000
tell you to be really,
houses.
really careful because you're very prone to erosion of water infrastructure.
Well, I mean,
I know.
So she's still
the
kind
one neighborhood,
of taking it in.
it's got 100 to 1,000 houses.
No, I don't want to call them salaries.
I mean,
Well, yeah.
you know where all the trucking plants are and stuff?
Yeah.
Right there? If you come back this way, it's over there on the right hand side.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, yep.
So it's.
Okay. What is your name again?
Tara Himmelreich.
Oh, T-E-R-A-H.
T-E-R-A-H, yep,
Except for the ones, well, the
H-I-M-M-E-L.
other ones in the state,
R-I-G-H-T.
there because you get such.
Okay, and you're the vice chair? Okay. And then who is, they're not here.
No, these are
Okay.
usually in
Oh, they're
there.
in?
I just sit here so Michelle and I can gossip.
Yeah.
And tell me your name.
Catherine, C-A-T-H-E-R-I-N-E, last name Gillum, G-I-L-L-I-A-M, and I'm the chair.
I did, procure the
It's gonna be a while.
Too much, yeah.
Because the
Much.
paving crew is not,
took me a while.
it's not
Or
scheduled
do it
to
until
come
they're
in
done.
yet.
I don't have name, face, or anything.
That she's not so upset about.
And who usually
We're
sits
upset to
here?
the fact that they
Whoever
cut her
wants to sit
cable.
there.
And then
Okay.
almost cut it
So-
again.
right.
Who else is supposed
Or
to be
actually
here
did
tonight?
cut it again,
Well,
but the
Kyle
other.
Is
and
Garfield?
Garfield.
It calls on
That,
it.
that was.
So I
Garfield.
passed Garfield on
Right,
the way
right,
to
yeah.
Raleigh this morning.
I think that they're working.
And I was like,
through,
hey Garfield, except it was more like,
I think that's what cutting.
bye Garfield.
What's Garfield's last
Thing
name?
was is that she,
She's
like,
Meals.
Mills,
And-
yes.
it's right
Oh,
here.
Mills.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they still
And-
cut it.
There's a lot of stuff going on with the cable, with
Some
M-I-L-L.
respect
Oh,
from
Oh, I am
Brightspeed with their-
Fighting.
legally or Dave, I'm
Whatever you
Dave,
go by.
Dave Willis.
Okay.
You know, not my property or any of my property.
That's what I'll answer to.
Okay, and I thought there were
It's
more.
inside of my property.
There's only
I'm like,
4 of
"Did
you?"
tell them to get off your property.
I think
Five
for-
homes in here.
Yeah.
Oh, in there,
But
yeah.
we,
And that's a
Brightspeed
core.
subcontractors are
Okay.
running
Cool,
around
thank you.
town with no identifying
Yeah.
markers on it. And, I mean, there was one day, we had one of those ring doorbells, there was one day, they came up on my porch 3 times
Yeah.
in the same
They're trying to sell you the price.
They're doing
Yeah.
the,
And, you know, I told them, you know, just, you know, why is it that time
Yes.
before? I mean, nobody, nobody's like 6'4" now.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know, like a linebacker, right? But, I mean, but he's still 6'10".
So they just put it on, it was not even called that anymore.
Don't answer the
I
door.
say old, but it's, I still consider it
But,
the
I mean,
high
it's just,
Mhm.
if they're gonna do it, they
something like
need to,
that.
Hey,
they need to have
And so,
something that at least
so-
identifies them.
I agree. I agree.
that was
I just
supposed to
don't think
take
it's
some of
right
the
that
pressure
they're
off of downtown.
yep,
going
Yeah, it
away.
didn't really do that.
yeah.
Just
broadcast is not home.
That's true,
Right.
yeah, but I mean, Brightspeed is very aggressive.
Yes.
So, and I mean, the guy can keep uploading on all, to all the office, so it would be, you got to go.
Plus.
I don't
So I don't think I have to do that, because Kyle is part of, and I was
Right.
planning,
So
I have been.
we would just need
At this
three.
point, we're good.
And whoever they were before Brightspeed for 30 years.
Good.
No, I would never be with them again. Well, ever, not after you shoot that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't want to.
No,
If you don't have to, you need to ask me first.
When they were six,
Five, so we would need,
So we're good. So we actually have four.
and it was just, it was,
Hello. Hello.
and then they.
Welcome. How was your day?
busy.
It was busy?
Very busy.
Yeah. A lot of people in and out?
Well, I was at a conference in Raleigh,
Really?
and then we,
Got your hair done?
yeah, I curled it today.
Yeah, it was good.
Thank you.
Looks fantastic.
Then had to go to Southern Nash, they're doing a, do you remember Brittany Tom? Brittany Tom at Southern Nash, maybe Daniel does, but, yes, but anyway, she passed away, so there's a legacy game, Northern Nash versus Southern Nash, and we had to, we were there celebrating her life.
Yep.
Barn.
Yeah.
Everybody have one?
Is Garfield supposed to?
He's not coming.
He's not coming. Okay, and so we're good with the.
You're
board?
good.
Okay. All right, so we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order, and we'll say the Pledge of Allegiance first. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, everybody have the notes and, the minutes from last meeting. And has everyone had a chance to look over the minutes? Feel good about it or have anything to discuss?
Make a motion to approve the minutes as written.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Still need to say the other part. All opposed?
There's
Okay. Okay, so we will move forward then to the rezoning.
Good afternoon, planning board members, Mr. Allen, the mayor of the zoning planning board. We are rezoning case 2026-01 in the town of Spring Hope. It is the vacant lot off of First Street, parcel ID is 008558. This property is owned by Morgan Properties. This evening, the report will be given from the town's behalf on town staff. Lucas, Mr. Bardell from Stotts Engineering Firm is here to represent Morgan Properties for any questions from the board. If you look at this property right here, it has tax ID as we stated 008558. They're asking to be rezoned from RMF, multifamily residential, to residential 8, which is high density residential. The vacant lot property is located off First Street, and it is located within the town of Spring Hope limits and zoning jurisdictions. If you look north of the property, and we had a computer we can pull up on the screen to show everybody, but I believe everybody knows this property is at. North is R8 residential towards First Street. To the south of this property is R15, L&I, RA, vacant land, 3rd Street and South Walnut Street. That is south of the property, heading towards what I like to say the cemetery. If you look east of the property, heading towards Wilder's Drives, it is R8 residential. Wilder's Drive subdivision is to the right of it, and to the left is R8 is residential apartments. Those are the ones, the senior living apartments and the project-based apartments over there in that area by the cemetery over about 4 miles. As we stated, this property was rezoned about maybe a year or 2 years back to RMF for multifamily, to provide new areas of multifamily residential developments. They're asking to go back to the original zoning it was, which is R8. In your R8, that's your high density in your zoning ordinance. The purpose of this is to provide for older in-town neighborhoods which have developed at a density and provide for other medium and high density residential areas. If you look at your comp plan that is on the town's website, the 2020 Spring Hope comp plan has this property stated as medium density residential. So rezoning it back to R8, you're still following along with your plan. Even though it's high density, you're still following your plan as far as your land use plan. If you turn to page number 2, I think we don't have to go through the entire definition of what medium density residential is. On page 2, the subject property has to be rezoned. It is 12.88 acres of vacant tract of land owned by Northern Properties. It has road frontage on Third Street and First Street in Spring Hope, primary zone RML, zone district within the town of Spring Hope. We have a Google Earth photo of this property right here. We also went out and put the public hearing notice on the property. The first one just disappeared, so we put another one out there maybe 2 days later. I don't know if traffic flew by, it just flew off the stand, but we made sure the other one's out there. As you can see, this property on page number 3 in your packet, 813 South Austin, we have a description off the National County GIS of this property, the 12.8 acre tract. As we stated, this property was zoned from R8 to RML, so they asked us just to go back to the zoning it was before the rezoning. If you look under that picture right here, you see the picture off the Nash County, not Nash County, Town of Spring Hope, future land use plan on your website. You can see that it's slated for medium density. So if you rezone this property back to medium density, back to R8, you'll be contiguous with the adjacent zoning district around it, because everything around it is R8. And you will be consistent with the Town of Spring Hope future land use plan, so you will be following the plan by rezoning it back to R8. Project history for this property: Mr. Kevin Barnell with Stotts Engineering submitted the rezone application on Friday, March 5th, 2026 to town staff. The property can be serviced by town water and sewer by the Town of Spring Hope. Public hearing notices were mailed out to approximately 36 property owners within a 250-foot radius on March 11th for the rezoning hearing case. The Spring Hope Planning Board held a meeting on March 26, 2026, which is tonight. The rezoning sign was posted on the property on March 14th. Also, photos were taken of that, and also it was supposed to begin on March the 16th when I came back through and saw that sign had disappeared. Legal notice of advertising in Nashville Graphic was scheduled for March 26th and April 2nd. That is for the public hearing before the Board of Commissioners. So it has been advertised to come out that night. The front door town hall was posted on March 11th. The subject property is not located within the floodplain. The subject property is located within the Tar River Reservoir and Tar River Upper Savannah Creek subwatershed. The subject property is not located within the NCDEQ water supply watershed. If you look at the Nash County 2020 Land Development Plan, they have that area slated in their plan for municipal growth. Sometimes we don't like to look at their future land use plan, but if you look at a lot, if you go and just look at it every now and then in your municipality, you can see the big vacant tracts of land, they already slated it for municipal growth. Cause they see that a subdivision, the neighborhood could come there, so they're already preparing themselves for one is developed there for addressing purposes in the county. And as we stated earlier, if you look at the Town of Spring Hope future land use map and plan on the town website, it has this property slated for medium density residential. As you know, the planning board, before any decision can be brought before the Board of Commissioners in a public hearing for a legislative change of rezoning, it has to have a statement, consistency, and recommendation from the planning board. The planning board tonight is tasked with 4 tasks to look at this rezoning request. Number 1, is the proposal in accordance with the land use planning surrounding planning principles? Number 2, is there convincing demonstration that all use permitted under proposed district classification or proposed text amendment, or in this case would be a rezoning amendment of the map, be in general public interest and merely in the interest of an individual or a small group? Is there convincing demonstration that all uses permitted under the proposed district classification will be appropriate in the area and included in the proposed change? Also, is there convincing demonstration that the character of the neighborhood will be not materially or adversely affected by any use permitted in the proposed change? So that's our task tonight while we're looking at this rezone, to make a recommendation, stay consistent, to make sure that if we do decide to rezone this back to R8, which it originally was, that we are following these 4 steps and making a recommendation to the Board of Commissioners. If you look at your comprehensive land use plan, as we stated, it has already consisted to do this. Reason why we think it's also consistent, probably has access off First Street. The town plan prefers medium residential in this area part of the town future land use map. And this would not be considered spot zoning and reasonable in the public's interest, because the subject property will be rezoned back to R8. It will go along with the harmony with the existing neighborhoods around this already zoned R8. The future land use map has this property slated as medium density residential. Currently it's already zoned RA-MEF. RA-MEF is more of a higher density because you can do multi-family apartments there. So we're making it back where you can do a subdivision with residential single-family dwellings or duplexes, depending on what your table of use says. Majority of the time for the properties like these, we're looking at single-family dwellings. And the subject property is in harmony because it has road frontage off of Third Street and First Street. I will pause here, and then I will come back after you hear from Mr. Barnell, who is here to represent Morgan Properties. I will come back, give staff recommendations, what I think what the town planning board should do moving forward with this zone. Madam Chairwoman, I will yield to you, ma'am, and you can call Mr. Barnell back up here to ask any question you have on behalf of the applicant. And
Okay,
I do have a question for Mr. Barnell once he gets started.
okay, thank you. All right, I'll let you have the floor.
Good evening, Kevin Barnell with Stockton Engineering, representing the owners of the property, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have.
Mr. Barnell, can you contest with your best knowledge that this agenda report was given to applicant best ability for the town?
Yes, I do.
Thanks, sir.
I have a question just for discussion, if anybody else has anything. When you were talking about, that you opened it up for the neighbors in the neighborhood, you know, you said it was passed out to 20-some, or memorandum was sent out to them. Did you, I guess, or you, or did the town receive any feedback from anyone, any neighbor that said something? I know they didn't come to the last meeting, or I didn't see anybody, or no one spoke, but have you received anything?
I, as town staff, have not. They would probably be more coming to the board of commissioners meeting, because that's the
Okay.
public hearing night.
Yeah, they're coming.
Okay.
Tonight is just a recommendation to give the board of commissioners if you think the rezoning is favorable or not favorable.
Okay, I
But
got
they
it.
probably will show up on that April meeting.
I had several people say they were gonna come,
Okay.
that people that live right around there, that, I don't know if they're for.
Well, it's
for or against, but
250
they're
feet.
coming.
I'm trying to measure it from the back edge of my property to figure out. Yeah, I'm just over 250 feet. Maybe 400.
Which road would the entrance to the subdivision be off of?
First Street.
First Street?
First Street.
How many homes can they fit in there?
Just based on the acreage of the property, you're probably looking around 25, maybe.
And this would require it to be water and sewer with the town?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Do the houses on Wilders Drive have water and sewer with the town?
How quick are they looking to move?
The green?
All that does, the green is out of,
Owners of the property
those,
aren't
but those three are,
historically developers. So
trailers, and
ultimately,
they have-
right now, it's zone
unless they
multifamily,
have
which
one.
no one's really interested in, a lot of multifamily. And
this
I
lady
don't know
right
if the
here
town
is the
wants
last
apartments
person
there
who
either.
did sewer.
No,
But the sewer. it goes
so
all
when
the
we
way
did
down.
that,
I
the
think it
state
stops right
required
there.
us to pick out
Actually,
certain
no, it doesn't,
tracks
because it's the-
that could be changed over from, R8 to, multifamily. That's the only reason it got changed over,
Yeah.
because it's,
Typically, you're high density near town, not on the edge of town, so like I said.
Yeah.
It really feels out of place. in
we don't have
multifamily.
anything else in town, really. I mean, when they started looking at the property, and this was one of the tracks that was selected by,
State?
no, the COG, when they were helping us do all this stuff. I can't remember who it was, but, they said, well, this will kind of fit the requirement for the state, and then, I mean, because there's not really that much difference in, multifamily and RA, just by the number of people that you can put in there, because we're not gonna approve a 4-story, a 4-floor, a 3-floor apartment complex. Well, I know we might, but I mean,
Yeah. So sidewalks, both sides of the road in our R8 subdivisions, right?
And, you know, if it is approved, we'll cover that part once it's.
To the subdivision,
Right.
yeah.
We'll get back to that. Yes, sir. But I know where you're thinking. We'll get to that. That will be
Yeah,
covered.
there's a preliminary plan that actually come back before this board that will show the water, sewer, drainage, power, sidewalks, all the good stuff.
Right.
It will come back.
and that'll be after the,
TRC.
Right.
well, DOT won't do this one, but, water quality will approve your water runoff and stuff too.
Yeah, so this board will see it before that, and then ultimately before,
It'll
we get
come
that zone certificate, we'll actually have to get all the other permits, DOT driveway permits if we needed them,
Right.
erosion control, those types of things, that's right.
And just remember, planning board, if this is found favorable for rezoning, or if it's not found favorable, they decide to go with a different development style with the new ordinance of how things will flow, as Mr. Barnell said, this will come back before you guys after it goes to the TRC. It'll come before you guys to vote on the preliminary plat, then it'll come back to vote on the final plat. So that's where you get to see the sidewalks and the layout of how everything will be.
So why isn't the parcel that's fronting Third Street included?
Somebody
This parcel right
lives there.
here,
No, right here. This is one, and this is one.
Right.
There's, yeah.
it's have interest in on First Street. I was under the impression that the owner owned both of these lots, that he would do that, but then when I went back and did research, I don't believe the Morgans own that.
No, they don't.
I
We
think
have a
they're-
lady that lives right here in the corner, and now I don't know if she owns the one in the front, but I know she doesn't own that one.
So they'll only have frontage off of First Street to get in and get out.
And there is a, just so you guys are aware, there is a plan that I have seen that will put 4 roadfront lots on Third Street with that piece of property there.
So there won't be an entrance off of both.
Not off of both, just First Street.
But they own that parcel on Third Street, that fronts Third Street,
Some of
correct?
it.
Some of it, but not all of it. I think they own the section that's down by the culvert.
Right.
That ditch,
Right,
but not the piece that's up towards.
where the house is, right.
Have you ever been down to that house that has the fence around it?
Mm-hmm.
That's, I think she doesn't own, she owns.
Yeah,
that
but
right
these
there.
are two different
Yeah, that-
parcels.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's why I was curious why it was, because the information in the packet said it provided entrances off of First and Third, but the parcel on Third was not included in the rezoning request. That's
Yeah,
what,
And that was on me, it was on
Okay.
Saturday, when I went and looked at the parcel and scanned it, that would have submitted, I looked all the way 2/3 and saw the vacant lot right here, thinking that that was the entire lot. When I got back on GIS, and you can see where I made the arrows right there.
Yeah.
I realized that the parcel was not owned by the Morgans.
okay.
It was just oversight on me when I went out there and walked the parcel, I thought I was walking.
So
the
Tara,
parcel.
So-
jumping forward to what you were saying, are you saying there's no way to put an entrance on Third? Just jump into what you're saying.
So I don't have internet in here, but I thought when I looked at that parcel, they own that parcel.
Do you know the answer to
Morgan's.
that?
I do not. The
Okay.
one that we've been asked to look at is the 12
The big one,
acre piece.
yeah.
This is, that one, see that
That
one
one,
right there
yeah,
is owned by Morgan Properties.
right. So Morgan Property owns that one,
And this
the
one
little
is-
one that fronts Third Street. They own the big one that fronts First Street.
Who owns that top little?
This little weird little thing,
Uh-huh.
and that's part of the big
There's
parcel.
a
Yeah.
little small
Yeah.
lot, existing lot that's right
Yeah.
beside the entrance on First. That is
Yeah.
part of the Morgan property, so.
Yeah,
But it's already zoned R8.
It is.
which
and
is
then
weird, yeah.
That,
Which is-
that separate lady owns that one. Tammy
Correct.
Christensen, and then
Right.
that one's still owned by,
Right.
Morgan.
All right, that property is owned by. That property is owned by Morgan.
It
This
is.
the one owned by Morgan right here.
Yeah, I mean, we're way ahead of you, Sean.
Yeah, we got, so
What I'm talking about.
this little, where it comes out on Third Street is owned by Morgan Properties. The
Right.
big one up here is owned by Morgan
So
Properties.
the one labeled 525 is not.
It's
is the
privately
one-
owned. That is
That is
privately
right, that's owned by, right,
Yeah,
somebody else.
okay.
So that was what caught my attention is, I mean, that's not a very big parcel, but why wasn't that included in the rezoning request?
Just
That
be
was-
prepared that when this goes through the TRC, you need to know this going into this approval for this rezoning.
Okay.
That traffic studies are likely gonna yield that a First Street entrance is gonna be too much traffic on that little bitty road.
Okay,
So just know that going into this approval.
okay. And
Mm-hmm.
who does the traffic study? Is that the team doing the traffic study?
What's that?
Who would do the traffic study?
Be through the TRC, likely the DOT would be a part of it.
Okay.
Well, we may get y'all to, if you don't represent the developer, so if we may reach out to you, to see if he's about to do a traffic test.
I mean, if you just think about it from a safety standpoint, from a common sense standpoint, 25 houses, 2 cars, 50 cars in and out, 9 and 5, that's a lot. It's a small little street over there.
Let me check to see if it's a town state road. And then I'll let you
It's a
know.
town.
First Street's,
Town road.
First Street's town, Third Street would be.
It will probably need to get somebody probably do a switch in town, like
Okay.
they did for one naturally.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so do we, any more discussion? Thank you. Any more discussion about anything, or Sean, you want to say?
Yes, my final thoughts to the planning board, we are rezoning from a higher density multifamily to R8, and you're actually going down a step, because you're now going from where you can do apartments and stuff to a single family residential neighborhood. And also, this property was zoned R8 before it was rezoned ML. So really, you're doing a better justice to the town by going this route. I would strongly suggest to the planning board, my recommendation to staff, to approve this rezoning, right, and statement consistency to be given to the Board of Commissioners at their April public hearing, that y'all are in agreement to rezone this property from RML to R8.
I make a motion that this rezoning is consistent with the land use plan and recommendation to the Board of Commissioners to approve.
I would like a caveat that, are they gonna do the other 12, I mean, the other, what is that, an acre and a half separately? Or-
Well, according to what he just said, he has seen a plan where they plan on putting 4 houses there.
Okay.
So if that's the case,
They
then
have to
there
come
won't
back.
be an right, they'll come back for
Okay.
that parcel. And that means one entrance in and out of that subdivision.
You know how that works.
So can we put a caveat to that? What is the,
Well, I mean, they just have to reapply for that one, and it would still
Right,
fall
this
under
is
the
the
main.
issue.
when they go
because
through the
it's
plating
over.
process?
Right, they just have
So
to
they
come
just
back.
simply won't get the plat for the entrance on First Street? Okay, so he knows to plan with the developer for that.
Right, they just, I mean, it would be separate.
And that's a surveying exercise.
Right.
Yeah.
I haven't done
Right.
anything with it, but I have seen it, so I know
Okay.
that their intent is they're gonna split up 4 roadfront lots, cause they can do that in the field. And then the actual development, building streets, they're gonna give that to someone else to do.
Can you talk to them about that so that they're not caught off guard with a non-approval when they come back with the plat? Okay. Hmm?
Did you want to restate it?
No, I mean, we can approve this one. I mean, it's just gonna, it's gonna,
Well, then I second it.
Okay, what's your last name again?
Gillum, Gilliam.
Okay, we got state consistency to the, property owners.
Oh, okay. Call for a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Opposed?
Thank you, planning board. We will have this on the Board of Commissioners' April meeting during the public hearing, and we will deliver the state consistent this past 3-1 with a motion to approve the rezoning back to R8. We will get state consistency out to Mr. Varnell's team, and depending on how the Board of Commissioners vote, he will get the final letter that night, or the following day of the final decision of everything. That is all I have tonight.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Make a motion to adjourn?
Well,
Okay.
did we want to talk about anything with anything from the attachment that,
Oh, for the,
yeah.
old business.
The only thing, I had a few highlights. I was just gonna go over a few things just that I saw. Yes, thank you so much. It was,
Nah, I mean, I'll call you tomorrow.
there was just a few things, this was not necessarily a big deal. It was just something I wanted to, little things like, the numbering of certain things was off, and then, Nashville, Planning Board was in there, and Spring Hope Planning Board.
Yeah,
I went through.
corrected that on the last ones that I sent, the ones I had in here this afternoon, I did correct in that tab.
Okay, yeah, I went through, so that was it. I mean, I didn't know if we wanted to say anything about that, just different things that needed to be
But that's only
fixed on.
two, because when I
Okay.
start typing, the first word that comes to my mind is I did that the other night, didn't I?
Okay.
Can he have that copy so he can make sure he fixes everything you said?
Yeah,
The
I
highlighted
can
copy?
talk to him about it. Okay, well, I call a motion to adjourn.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right, thank you very much.
Wow, that was quick.
I gotta practice that.
So the ones with the corrections should